What if your body could manufacture its own cancer-fighting army, 24/7 for years on end? What if instead of repeatedly injecting immune cells that eventually die off, we could install a permanent upgrade to your immune system? UCLA scientists just did exactly that in humans for the first time. They turned patients into living, breathing T-cell factories. Immunotherapy has been called the fourth pillar of cancer treatment, joining surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation. And it works, sometimes spectacularly. We've seen patients with terminal cancers go into complete remission. But here's the problem: it often doesn't last. T-cells are like elite special forces soldiers. They're incredibly effective, but they have a limited lifespan. After fighting cancer, they get exhausted, die off, and cancer comes roaring back. What if instead of repeatedly sending in reinforcements, we could set up a permanent recruitment center inside the patient's body? Think of stem cells as the ultimate shapeshifters, blank templates that can become any type of cell your body needs. Your bone marrow contains hematopoietic stem cells, the master cells that produce all your blood cells, including T cells. Instead of engineering mature T cells that will die, what if we engineer the stem cells that make T cells? It's like reprogramming the military academy that produces all future soldiers. The UCLA team figured out how to insert genetic instructions into stem cells like software code telling them to make cancer-hunting T cells. They targeted NY-ESO-1, a protein found on many cancers but almost never on healthy cells. It's like giving T cells a wanted poster with a specific criminal's face. What the UCLA team did was perform a bone marrow transplant using the patient's own genetically modified stem cells. This is incredibly complex and risky. First, they harvested the patient's stem cells using medications that forced them into the bloodstream, then collected them with a sophisticated blood filter. Using CRISPR-like techniques, researchers inserted new genetic instructions for creating T-cell receptors that recognize NY-ESO-1. The most dangerous part: destroying existing bone marrow with chemotherapy. For weeks, patients had no immune system and were kept in sterile isolation. Then came reinfusing the modified stem cells. These had to travel to bone marrow, set up shop, and start producing cancer-hunting T cells. So did it work? The results were exactly what you'd hope for. They proved the concept actually works. The modified stem cells successfully engrafted and began producing cancer-targeting T cells detectable for months after treatment. Most exciting, one patient showed tumor regression. Their cancer actually shrank. For treatment-resistant patients who'd run out of options, this was remarkable. Unlike traditional T-cell therapies that fade, researchers could still detect functional cancer-hunting T cells months later. This breakthrough extends far beyond cancer. Instead of repeated cycles of therapy and relapse, we could provide one-time treatments offering decades of protection. NY-ESO-1 is found in many cancer types: sarcomas, melanoma, lung cancer, breast cancer. One approach could treat multiple cancers. This isn't limited to cancer. The same approach could fight chronic infections like HIV, programming stem cells to continuously produce HIV-hunting T cells. Even more intriguingly, we could program regulatory T cells that calm overactive immune responses in multiple sclerosis or type 1 diabetes. Researchers envision a future where this process becomes simpler and safer. We might eventually have outpatient procedures giving people renewable immune upgrades. For the first time in human history, scientists have successfully reprogrammed patients to become living T-cell factories. It's not science fiction, it's science fact. This represents more than a new treatment. We're not just treating disease anymore. We're upgrading the human immune system. As Dr. Nowicki said, we don't just treat cancer, we prevent it from coming back. That future might be closer than we think. What excites you most about this breakthrough? Share your thoughts below. If you want to stay on top of medical breakthroughs reshaping human health, subscribe and hit the notification bell.